question filed
Ni hao! We are Chinese delegates and these our people.
Hello guys, my name is Ragai Vibran Algani.
I'm Novel Abataponto.
I am Raihan Feriawan Lindra Nurjaya.
Fitri Putri Lestari.
Vanessa Kesha Zahra.
Renafi Aina Rahmaditya.
Amrani Hawayani.
Satrio Bilan Widodarmawan.
Yolanda Putri.
Valangit Rajuniar.
Rizky Akbar Bangmono. Ketan Muhammad Gazi.
Nazkia Mumtaz.
Aista Widiananda. Ayam Farhan Anibah. Lutfi Nisa Putri. Raden Roro Ayu Supajeng. Samharani Sayata.
Okay guys, we are standing here. We want to deliver our agenda today until the end.
Without any further ado, let's
Check it out.
Okay guys, we are with our friend right now that would be our sources today. Hello guys.
Hi.
Okay, straight to the point. I wanna know more about the China. Can you tell me about that?
Okay, so the People's Republic of China, or generally referred to China, is a country located in East Asia whose capital in Beijing. This country has the largest population and is the third most populous in the world. The Chinese government pays more attention to cybersecurity because of its direct relationship with the economy, political, and technological development sectors, which become domestic policies for national security.
And as our topic today, tell me the China's cybersecurity.
Okay, cybersecurity itself is the security of information contained on a computer or network with the aim of helping user prevent fraud or detect fraudulent information attempts in a system based on it.
And China's position on cybersecurity emphasizes several key points. First, sovereignty and non-interference. Second, China asserts the cyberspace falls under the sovereignty of nations, and each country has the right to regulate and control activities within its border, then emphasize non-interference in the internal affairs of other nations.
And what about the global governance?
Global governance. China advocates for a multilateral approach to cybersecurity with equal participation for all nations. They argue that international norms and rules should be established through consensus and cooperation.
Okay.
Okay, I think it's enough for this section. And thank you for your participation. And yeah, yes, thank you. Okay guys, and the next we have another excellent sources.
Okay, let's continue this topic.
You know, China is cybersecurity has its own legislation.
Oh yeah, really? Can you explain us?
China has implemented various cybersecurity laws and regulations to protect its digital infrastructure and data. These laws require companies operating in China, including foreign firms, to comply with certain cybersecurity standards and cooperative with the government in matters of nation.
And for the record, China has security data protection. China has enacted data protection laws such as the Personal Information Protection Laws (PAPL) and the Cybersecurity Law to safeguard the privacy and security of personal data, which consists of cybersecurity laws (CSL), multi-level protection scheme (MLPS), and critical information infrastructure (CAA).
First of all, Cybersecurity Law or CSL is a law that was enacted in November 7, 2016, which require companies operating in China, including foreign firms, to comply with certain cybersecurity standards and cooperate with the government in matter of national. The purpose itself is to enforce a uniform regulatory regime in China cybersecurity system.
And the second one, Multi-Level Protection Scheme, or MLPS, is a classification system that our country, China,
used to classify all networks due to specific requirements in China's cybersecurity protection and supervision. But it's not including the network that being accessed in personal use or household purposes. But MLPS is the leveling system in classifying the network, which consists of the function, the target of service, and what type of data that being processed.
Third one, critical information infrastructure is China's system facing data leaks problem. CII itself have the rules in identifying data leaks problems, which are the importance of the network facilities and informations due to the business fields, the level of harm that might be caused if there is any data leaks or system damage. And the last one is the potential impact on other industries or fields.
The level of harm that might be caused if there is any data leak or system damage, the potential impact in the other industry or field. These three systems are related to one another each activity, and also the cyber sovereignty. China promotes this concept of cyber sovereignty, arguing that each country should have the right to manage and govern its internet within its borders according to its own laws and regulations.
Okay, guys, thank you for your explanation, and yeah, that's.
Cooperation against cybercrime. China is open to international cooperation in combating cybercrime, particularly when it involves transnational criminal activities. They have expressed to work with other countries to address common cybersecurity challenges. And please note that China's stance on cybersecurity may have evolved or changed since my last update in September 2021. Exactly. So it's essential to consult sources or more recent official statement about the latest development in China's stance on cybersecurity. And the purpose of this cybersecurity is to protect the Chinese people from hackers outside of China, as well as to maintain the privacy of our Chinese citizen personal data. As part of maintaining data security, China requires all citizens to be certified by the Chinese government, especially network equipment and software.
Network equipment and software.
Yes.
Thank you for your explanation, and nice to meet you.
Yeah.
Thank you so much. Okay, guys, we're going to be right section, and this is our sources. Can you give me some information?
In addition, China's data privacy policies benefit the country in introducing and advertising Chinese companies abroad, which of course also has an impact on the economic system.
The Chinese government sees huge potential in the internet industry and doesn't want to kill the golden hen before it lays, extinguish the existing potential. But on the one hand, the Chinese government is also concerned about the data leaks, especially in large companies like the US, specifically Facebook and Amazon, which has an enormous amount of data about users, user behavior, the economy, and various policies to a certain degree that could possibly be used for bad things.
The biggest problem here is the fact that the internet is a physical architecture designed to allow data to flow freely, and everyone everywhere can connect and be a part of this decentralized network. But over time, countries started to pull claims to their own internet territory, such as China building its own data, so data from China would stay in China and effectively isolate China from the rest of the world.
And the problem is also here. If you are in a strategy competition, political competition for example, and there's a free access to data, both strategic infrastructure data and user data, then it will become a real field. So now is how do we see new areas for regulation? What regulation there is still more that needs to be determined, and it seems that there is no end in sight for this, so it needs to be looked at carefully.
Yeah, thank you for your information and yes, thank you. Yeah,
Thank you.
Thank you so much. And finally, we arrive at the final chapter of our interview today. And yes, we need the opinion of the expert. Yeah.
So compared with digital policies in other countries, China has moved a step forward by taking a right position between protecting, providing freedom, and ensuring security of user data throughout China. And the Chinese government is, of course, implementing all this not only for political purposes alone, but also because of its own goals.
So China have goals.
Yeah, of course.
The very clear objective is to protect the interests of the people, to support meaningful growth while also protecting them from widespread threats.
Despite the many benefits of data privacy, the China policies, regular reviews are still needed to determine progress and any impact on the Chinese state and society.
This assessment helps determine whether gaps exist in police implementations. This is essential to be able to develop new policies or continue to build a better system.
Yeah. So thank you so much for attending this interview and yeah, in the middle of your schedule. Yeah, thank you so much and
See you next time.
Yeah. See you in the next week.
Okay guys.
Okay guys, this is all for today and thank you for watching.
And this is our people in Delegates China.
Bye.